Good afternoon. Welcome to today's matchup between Somerville Highlanders and the Lynn English Bulldogs. Starting lineup for the Lynn English Bulldogs. Number 2, Dario Gomez. Number 15, Jose Aliman. Number 8, Danny Lopez. Number 7, Ainor Angel. Number 4, Eddie Romero. Number 11, Kenneth Morales. Number 6, Jamington Gomez. Number 9, Alfredo Pablo Lopez. Number 18, Jose Lacardi. Number 16, Darvin Kufor. And 00, Alejandro Zayas. And now, the starting lineup for your Somerville Highlanders. Starting in goal, number 1, Peter Lounsbury. Wearing number 3, Zach Weissman Bennett. Number 6, Ari Weissman Bennett. Wearing number 8, Francisco Santos Landaverde. Number 9, Gabriel Dos Reis. Wearing number 11, Bleda Toski. In number 13, Oscar Diaz Gutierrez. And number 14, Jose Lopez Mejia. Wearing number 15, Marco Hawks Hawley. Marcus Odolin. And finally, number 25, Imani Mixon Vasquez Dodero.
Hello and welcome to Somerville Highlanders Soccer on Somerville Ed TV. I'm Todd Harmon, and today, coming into Dilboy Stadium, are the Bulldogs of Lynn English, a Greater Boston League matchup for the Highlanders. As those Bulldogs do come in, the Highlanders and the Bulldogs played 2 days ago over at Lynn English. The Highlanders came away with a 2-0 victory over Lynn English back on Monday. Highlanders been away from Dilboy for a couple games. They were able to defeat both Everett and Lynn English on the road, shutting out Lynn English 2-1, defeating Everett, or 2-0 I should say, and defeating Everett 2-1. That win over Everett, very big for the Highlanders as it solidified their place at the top of the GBL as we reach the halfway point of the season. Somerville leading the GBL with a 7-0 undefeated record in the GBL, 7-0-1 overall as they open their season with a tie against Cambridge. Lynn English comes in winless on the season, last place currently in the GBL, 0-6-1, in conference play 0-7-1 overall. Bulldogs looking for that first win of the season, and today the Highlanders have that next man up mentality as Eric Nunez will not be playing today. He is out sick. Was not at school today as well, so he will not be playing out on the field today. So that is an opportunity for the Highlanders, without their freshman phenom, to show what they can do out there against Lynn English. You can see the Highlanders out there in their traditional red uniforms, white lettering moving from left to right on your television screen, your computer screen, or your phone screen. Lynn English in the white, trimmed in blue with black numerals. And we are underway as the long ball goes out of bounds. Lynn English will inbound. Highlanders, not only a tremendous offensive season that we've seen from players like Gabriel Dos Rios, as well as, of course, Eric Nunez, but we've also witnessed some phenomenal defense from the Highlanders, allowing less than a goal a game so far this year, with multiple shutouts as well in their 7-game win streak. Lynn English, though, as they play this out wide, an opportunity here as they look to center this. That's Danny Lopez with the ball. Feeds it around the outside to Dario Gomez. Work it back. And that ball taken away, but it's taken right back by Gomez. Dangerous touch there for the Highlanders, but they're able to clear it out. So Lynn English will look to reset their attack here. Bulldogs lost to the Highlanders 2 days ago. Very dangerous sometimes when you're playing a team so closely in a rematch situation. Of course, Lynn English looking for that first victory of the season, and the Highlanders looking to avoid their first loss. And an opportunity right here, breaking in towards the goal, and that will be off to the side, just to the far side. Francisco had a run at that one. Or strike that. I'm sorry about that. That was Gabriel with the run at that one. Was not able to get it in the back of the net, though. In the goal for the Bulldogs, Alejandro Zayas. Of course, Pete Lounsbury back in the goal for the Highlanders. As they set their offense, look to set their attack, maintain their possession, get it back to Oscar, and he will trigger things. Triggers it right on over as Marcus sends it forward. Now they'll send it over here wide to the right side. Ari has an opportunity there trying to get past his defender marked by a second Bulldog, so he sends it to the back. Now Francisco sends it to the far side. Lined up there by Zach. Tries to send it into the area. Knocked out of bounds off the Bulldogs. Quick triggering throw in there. And we'll see whether that was out against the Bulldogs. And it will be a corner kick for the Highlanders. Francisco will go and take care of the corner kicking duties. We noted Eric Nunez not in this game, kind of the straw that stirs the drink for the Highlanders. So we'll see who steps up on the offensive end for the Highlanders. But we also noted that tough defense. We'll talk about that a little bit later as this is brought in and bent towards the back post, but cleared away by Lynn English. Now running on to the ball, has some green in front of him is Danny Lopez. Lopez feeds it down. So they work it around the perimeter, trying to get into that defense of the Highlanders. Tried to serve that one inside to Alfredo Lopez. Marked tightly by Imani. Out of bounds, a goal kick goes to the Highlanders. That one sent back quickly, but once again out. Just underway here at Dilboy Stadium. You can see we have a scoreboard. You can read the amount of time remaining in this half. 36 minutes, 18 seconds. You can read every single digit. It's fantastic to have that operable, perfectly readable scoreboard here at Dilboy Stadium as that was played through. And Gabriel runs onto it. Look at that speed by Gabriel as he gets around the corner, looking to serve it to Ari. Ari tries to touch it towards the net, and it's knocked out of bounds by Jose Ailman, number 15, on that back line for the Bulldogs. Once again, a corner kick opportunity, second of the contest for the Highlanders. You see number 25, Imani, with his hands up there on the back post. He wants that opportunity as he gets it right there. Got his head on it, but sent it just wide. Imani wanted that one. Wasn't quite able to get the angle towards the goal that he wanted. So another scoring opportunity by the wayside for the Highlanders. Highlanders defense has been absolutely tremendous so far this season. They have 4 shutouts of their 7 victories. You'll see that stout back line right here. A little mistake right there as Danny Lopez is able to break towards the net, backed up very ably by Oscar as he stops him in his tracks. Then English is going to pull it all the way back out to the midfield area, looking to figure out how to attack this Highlander defense. They play it forward, trying to find Lopez, but no danger there as Marcus is on top of it. And he shepherds it out of bounds for the goal kick. Highlander back line has been absolutely phenomenal this year. Imani back there, along with Oscar, of course, keys the entire thing. And then Marcus also on that back line. All 3 have been absolutely tremendous, teaming with Pete Lounsbury in the goal area. Only once this season have the Highlanders allowed 2 goals, and that was the 2-2 tie that they had the first game of the season against Cambridge. Good spin there as Bleda feeds it to the middle. Francisco back over here to Ari. Ari looking for the overlap. He gets the overlap. Jose has it now. Jose sends it to the middle. Header attempt right there. And just wide to the far side. As Gabriel once again right there on the doorstep, but wasn't able to head it into the net. Goal kick sent away. Highlanders control the 50-50 ball as Ari sends it back, and now it's touched forward. Francisco sends it over to the far side, trying to get a run on it by Bleda, I should say. Bleda unable to chase that one down, so a goal kick here for the Bulldogs. No score just underway here at Dilboy Stadium. Highlanders undefeated on the season, 7-0-1. As that one's fed back to Oscar, they feed this one forward off of Oscar's foot. An opportunity here as Gabriel tried to run onto it. He's daunting those defenders, but they're able to get it out of the area. They send that one forward. A nice run for Danny Lopez. Has some space in front of him, but an excellent tackle there by Marcus as he's able to slide in, get the ball out of bounds, and slow that rush down. Highlander defense very, very stalwart throughout this season so far. We are nearing the midway point. That is the time of the year when we begin to get those power rankings out of the MIAA. We'll be talking about that in just one moment, as well as the Highlanders try to get that out of the area. Lynn English, though, able to send it wide over Dario Gomez now. Gets it to Lopez. Lopez feeds it to the middle. Opportunity here as that one's blocked and knocked out of bounds. And that's going to be a corner setting up here for Lynn English as that was cleared out by Jose. Coming up on Friday, so on the 30th, September 30th, the MIAA rankings will drop. That will be available at MIAA.net. As this corner kick to the back post, headed out by Bleda. Now running onto it is Zach, sends it forward and able to clear it out of the dangerous area. All fall sports will get those power rankings released coming up on Friday the 30th as Lounsbury clears that one out. 50-50 ball one away by the Bulldogs, but Oscar sends it forward using the head. Possible hand there by Bleda, but no call, and the Highlanders have an opportunity here as on the far side, Gabriel making the run. He is tackled there and marked tightly by Ailman. And that one is sent out. Highlanders will get the quick restart on the throw in here as Zach will throw it in. Zach now looking to center it. That gets knocked out. Another corner kick opportunity for the Highlanders. That's their third corner of the contest. Highlanders defeated Lynn English at Lynn English 2-0 just 2 days ago. So these two teams played each other very, very recently. Corner kick opportunity here. Sent in back post. Tried to get Marcus, but it went over the head. And here comes the counter attack. Nice job there. As Jose is able to step up, Marcus takes it right quickly away. And now the Highlanders looking to attack. As they feed it out to the far side, Bleda is there. Bleda is looking to get past his man as he's marked out there by Eddie Romero. And that goes out of bounds off of Romero. Ten minutes elapsed here in the first half of play, scoreless thus far, as Imani gets around one man, splits two, sends it towards the net, but Zayas able to get the stop there as Imani popped that shot off from about 20 yards out. Imani was able to corral it though, or I should say Alejandro was able to corral it there. Imani with the header at midfield. Highlanders looking to control the midfield area. Good touch there, and that's sent forward. Ailman fighting over there. Good battle going on the far sideline, then a little bit chippy at the end. As Bleda is going to be calmed down by the official. Pushed a little bit. So he was locked up with Eddie Romero over there. I did not see a card issued in that situation. But Bleda will go have a seat on the bench. Salvador checks into the game for the Highlanders. And a goal kick opportunity here for the Highlanders. The initial penalty call was against the Bulldogs. They are able to clear that one away. Marco unable to settle it, now sent forward, opportunity possibly, as Lynn English sends that one on towards the net. No danger there. Lounsbury taking care of it quickly. Throw in for Lynn English. Marcus is over there. Tried to bicycle it up the field, but taken away by Kenneth Morales. Morales working with it on his feet. Will send it back to the midfield area. And Francisco menacing Luis Lopez there, number 5, gets called for the foul. Lynn English will send this towards the area. Oscar right there. Plays it off his body, then plays it forward strongly with his foot. Back to the midfield area. Lynn English, though, chips this one inside. Dangerous opportunity here. Lounsbury off his line. Very well done there. As Pete was off of his line incredibly quickly, was able to get to that ball before Morales, and then was able to corral it after that. Morales kind of ran off of that attempt a little bit quickly, I would say. But great job by Pete Lounsbury as he was off of his line. That is a type of play that will maintain the strong defense that the Highlanders have had throughout the season, as Oscar sends that one forward. Salvador runs onto it, tries to get it forward. Francisco now will send it forward, trying to get it Gabriel, but a nice job there by Darvin Corfor. Number 16, as he was able to get a foot on that one. Gabriel had a great break and a lot of green in front of him. As Ari will send this one forward. Gabriel single touch back. Opportunity here for the Highlanders. They try to get it through midfield. Francisco with it. Gets it to Salvador. Back to Francisco. Beautiful play there. Ball is sent towards the net from 35 yards out by Francisco as it goes wide to the left. No score here. 26-minute mark remaining here in the first half. So that's going to be popped up. Looking for Gabriel to run on it. Ari will touch it over towards him. Gabriel trying to get it away from Ailman, but unable to. Nice little touch to Ari there. So he works it back. A little bit too far on that first touch. And they're able to get it away. And here comes Luis Lopez. You see right there the great job defensively by the Highlanders as the backline defender steps up to stop the attack, the advancing attack, and then the midfielder, Ari, in that situation, able to slot in and continue that defense. Now Zach with it. Tries to get that one past the defender, but he is fouled. Dangerous opportunity here for the Highlanders, as Oscar will go over and load this one up from about 40 yards out from the goal line. That is no problem for Oscar to get this one into the area. Scoreless tie here at Dilboy Stadium. Opportunity there, Zayas able to knock it away. As Gabriel was right up front, tried to get the head on it, but was unable to get the head onto the ball. And now here comes the counterattack of the Bulldogs as Alfredo Lopez with it, marked by Imani. And Imani is going to have to send that one out. And Lynn English is going to earn their second corner kick of this game. Of course, those power rankings coming out on Friday. That is for all fall sports. And of course, here on Somerville Ed TV, we have multiple fall sports that we do cover here. Somerville High Athletics. We've got boys soccer, as you can see. We also have girls soccer. They have a great season going on. Girls volleyball. They're going to have one of their best players returning from injury very soon, as that one's headed around, knocked around the area. Dangerous situation here as Salvador tried to play it around in the area, was able to clear it away to Ari. Ari now settling things down, sends it to the middle. And now Salvador will send it to the far side where Zach will continue the attack for the Highlanders. We also, of course, have Highlander football available here on Somerville Ed TV's YouTube channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Wake the neighbors, call the kids, let them know they need to check out what is going on here on Somerville Ed TV, as that shot is taken care of by Zayas in the goal. Has already popped that one towards him. Sure hands there on a weird spin on the ball. Imani, a nice burst of speed as he was able to get to the ball before Lopez in that situation. Ball played off of that flag over in the corner is a live ball. Knocked out of bounds by Lynn English, and now the Highlanders looking to begin an attack. It's Francisco. A two-man game with Ari. And now he'll send it to the far side, looking for Salvador to get the run on it, but cleared away by Romero on that back line. Salvador, nice tackle there, able to get the toe tips upon it and steal it away as Marco has it, sends it back. Imani now gets it to Salvador. Highlanders trying to work their way through the midfield. Plays that forward for Zach. Zach now running onto it. He's going to get there just in time. See whether he can get past the man marking him. He gets the corner kick. Fourth corner of the day for the Highlanders. Scoreless tie here at Dilboy Stadium. Highlanders looking to continue what has thus far been a tremendous season. 7-0-1 overall is their record. So we reach the midway point of the season. Is this one sent towards the net? Gabriel got a head on it, but it's able to be cleared out by the Bulldogs. So now the Highlanders with the throw in. See, Monty will get that one, feeds it back to Zach. So they try to probe that Lynn English defense and find their ways through. Aylman sent that one forward, but now into the area. Dangerous situation there as Gabriel got a foot onto it, but already elevated ball sent high over the goal. Goal kick here for the Bulldogs as Aylman sends that one away. Bodie now off the bench. Daunting number 2 there for Lynn English. So they send it back for Aylman. And Aylman will send that one forward. A little back heel there, nicely played to Dario Gomez as he's got a run now. As he's overlapping from his defensive positioning, sends it towards the middle, but Oscar is right there to thunder that ball out of danger as he plays it forward. Now they've got to go all the way back to Aylman. It's Gabriel right on top of it, forcing the playing of the ball by the Bulldogs. Great job there by Bodie as he got a foot on it, was able to send it forward. Salvador tripped up as he was breaking through the middle of the field. Free kick here for the Highlanders. It's Oscar and Imani. Now Oscar will be left to take care of business here. Midway point of the first half. Highlanders still tied 0-0 with Lynn English. He pops it to the near side. Got the head on it. Did Jose. But Zayas able to corral that one. They send the ball far. Does Lynn English trying to quickly get counters. Once again, though, Marcus up to the task on that back line. Jose looking to throw this one in. There we have the restart. Feeds that one to Francisco. A little whiff there by Francisco, but cleaning it up nicely was Ismael. Now over to Salvador. Nice touch over to Zach, who pops that one forward. Ismael trying to run onto that one, just a little bit too far ahead of him. Zay is quickly off his line, able to come out and take control of that in his box. Zach controls the 50-50, Highlanders do, in the midfield. They play it all the way back. Oscar will key the attack here as he sends it to the near side. Bodie trying to get a run on it. Bodie's in behind. He's got a touch on it. Great job there by Bodie, and Bodie puts it in the back of the net for the Highlander goal. Fantastic play by Bodie Brenner. As the ball was played forward, defender for the Bulldogs unable to corral it. Bodie gets it on his feet, able to work his way, wind his way through multiple Bulldog defenders and puts it right in the back of the net. Fantastic job by Bodie Brenner as the Highlanders take the 1-0 lead at the 17-minute mark. And that one's played forward. Attack opportunity here as Lynn English breaks through, and that's going to go into the back of the net, but we have, let's see here, a goal. I was looking for the official maybe to have some offside call there, but Lynn English able to answer back so quickly. As 30 seconds after Bodie's goal, we have a tie ball game, 1-1. Quick, lightning quick counterattack there by Lynn English as they got it into the back of the net. I think that was Kenneth Morales who did that. So a 1-1 tie here at Dilboy Stadium. And that's, you know, I was talking about earlier, such a quick rematch against a team. That is something I have no doubt that Lynn English developed in terms of their counterattack as Bodie sends that one to the middle. Opportunity here. Ismael and Salvador converge upon it and unable to control it, so the ball is played forward. Running onto the ball, Danny Lopez. Also Marcus as well marking him. Lopez unable to keep the ball in bounds as he tried to turn the corner towards the net. Out of bounds, it will be the Highlanders' ball. So we are tied 1-1 here. You know, I talked earlier about whenever you have such a quick rematch, just 2 days in between these two games, something Lynn English probably caught while they were playing, and that one's played forward for Bodie. He's got a lot of space in front of him as Ailman comes over. Nice job there by Ailman as he is able to clear that one out of bounds. Bodie was running onto it. Lots of danger for the Bulldogs in that case. Jose keeps that one in bounds. A nice job by Jose. As Marco sends it to the middle, they try to get it forward to Salvador, and Ismael was also there. But Zach will center it, and that goes out of bounds. Yet another corner kick for the Highlanders. That's going to be their 5th of the game. So the lightning quick counterattack of the Bulldogs, able to answer back with the tying goal by Kenneth Morales, and now the Highlanders have the opportunity with the corner kick sent towards the net. The header, oh my goodness, back on the back line, right on the goal line, was number 4, Eddie Romero, and he was able to head that header away from the goal mouth. Aylman now will try to clear it out of danger as the Highlanders, a great scoring opportunity there, not able to convert. Oscar will shepherd this one back and feed it over to Jose as the Highlanders looking to get their attack set up. Sent all the way through by Marcus on the long ball. They send it over. Bodie trying to control it. Gets a little bit of a touch there. Jose running onto it. And look at that speed by Jose. He was able to get to the ball first as Dario Gomez, number 2, for Lynn English, also going for the ball. Secures the throw-in, does Jose. Now Bodie will send it to the middle. Zach trying to run onto that one to control it, unable to. And Lynn English will try to clear it out, but Bodie now comes away with the ball. That's sent across, as that's going to be a foul call. And Salvador definitely fouled on that one. Received the hip check just out of the goalie's area, 5 yards out of the goalie's area. So the Highlanders with a very dangerous opportunity here from about 25 yards out. We'll see who's going to take this one for the Highlanders. Francisco right there in the area. Also Marco, number 15, might end up taking this one. Wall is set up for the Bulldogs. And Francisco with a shot towards the net, up high and wide. No danger there. Bulldogs with the goal kick. Tie ball game 1-1. Highlanders took the lead on a Bodie Brenner goal at 17 with 17 minutes remaining here in the first half. But Lynn English within 30 seconds responded with a counterattack goal. Now Bodie once again tries to feed it to the center, but there's Aylman. He's being menaced by Bodie as he tries to clear it out, and that ball got out of bounds as Gomez unable to save it. So Jose will throw in here. Jose gets it to Marco. Marco feeds it to the middle. Francisco goes down to a knee to play that one, but Lynn English able to play it away. Marcus, or I should say Imani, with the header there, trying to control. Oh my goodness, Marcus, what a foot right there, keeping the ball from going, the through ball from going through to Danny Lopez, who was running through. Bodie working there, trying to get the ball. Now Marcus, a little mishit on the header. Jose tries to settle it, but instead he gets it on to Lynn Classical. And Alfred Lopez making that run. Got to be honest, I think it was Lopez who got the goal for Lynn English, but that was taken care of that time by Pete Lounsbury. Right back towards the net, though. Lynn English trying to push their offensive attack. Highlanders have had the run of play predominantly throughout the first half here as we near the 11-minute mark remaining. But Lynn English very quick with their counterattacks, and they were able to get one through as Alfredo Lopez got the goal number 9. So a 1-1 tie here. Nice head forward there. Unfortunately unable to be controlled. Ismail couldn't quite settle it. Jose sends that one forward. Francisco now looking to settle it. Moves it forward. He'll send it back. Salvador with it on his foot, gives it up to Ismail, not quite through. Zach now from the far side tried to send it to the middle. Salvador once again, as he will send that one towards the net, just too high as it bounces off the crossbar for the football uprights. Goal kick here for the Bulldogs. As Aylman would load this one up once again. Instead, he'll come here to the near side. Gomez, marked by Bodie. They send it back to Aylman. He'll pop it up forward. Jose heads that one down, trying to head it over, and he does successfully to Zach. Tried to get the attack going, but it was turned away by the Bulldogs, and now Danny Lopez has it on his feet. He will send that towards the middle. Dangerous situation here as Morales was right there. Zach able to clear it away. Now Marco feeds that one forward. Nice little touch there to Francisco. Now Bodie with it. Bodie chips it towards the net. Aylman able to get the head on it. Francisco now will pop that one up and cleared away by Lynn English. Imani sends it over to Zach. Zach will play this one towards Bodie. Bodie with the head. And Aylman heads it away from danger. Jose will head it right back into danger for Lynn English. And there's Jose again, getting the ball on his feet this time. He sends it to the middle. Salvador trying to control it. He's marked closely. Now Salvador will load it up and fire. That one's blocked by Gomez. Zach as well tries to fire that one forward. Morales was in the way of that one. And now Lynn English, poor pass there as it's just taken away by Marco. Now back on Marco's feet. Marco will play that one back. Marcus a little surprised by that one. And a penalty is going to be called as Lopez, strike that. There's number 17, Carlos Irahida. He's whistled for the foul up ahead. And that ball's knocked around in the area. Opportunity here, off the post, off of Zayas, and into the back of the net for the Highlander goal. As that one is going to go, I believe, to Salvador. As Salvador Mendoza, number 22 for the Highlanders, got the ball on his feet, spun around, put it towards the net, bounced off of the near post, off of the back of Alejandro Zayas, the goalkeeper, into the back of the net. Highlanders take the 2-1 lead, I should say, with 7.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. As Marcus plays that one forward, Salvador will touch it back. Marcus and Mimani taking their time, figuring out how they want to attack, and now they go to the far side. Zach looking to make a run. Defended by Morales. Nice touch there to Zach. As he is marked by Eddie Romero, that goes out off of Romero. Highlanders will throw in. Marcus runs onto that one, gets it over to Jose. Played a little bit ahead by Jose, and he's going to get called. So a free kick here for the Bulldogs. Highlanders now leading 2-1 late in the first half, looking to keep their undefeated streak and frankly their winning streak going, as they have won 7 games in a row. So we reach the midpoint of the season. Zach 1 foot forward, Bodie running onto it, but Aylman's going to shepherd it on back to Zayas, who dives forward to take the ball. Short punt there by Zayas. And Zach will touch it up to Salvador. Salvador plays it back. First touch by Imani, a little bit too strong. And Morales was able to get it off of his feet. Nice touch there by Imani as he sends that one forward, looking for Ari. Francisco whiffs on his first attempt, but touches it over to Jose on his second. Now they've got Ari. Ari's got some green in front of him. But right there, Dario Gomez, number 2, showing his speed, as he was not only able to get it away from Ari, but he also was able to save it from going out of bounds. Now Aylman, as he was being attacked there by Bodie, but he's able to get it away. And now an opportunity here. Luis Lopez out wide. Jose trying to get ahead of him, and he does. A little overlap opportunity there to Danny Lopez, but nothing doing. Jose able to get the foot on it. His pass a little bit errant, looking for Francisco. And that ball will go out off of Lopez. Highlanders will inbounds. Just under 5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Highlanders leading 2-1. Highlanders have a comfortable 2.5 game lead over Everett in the GBL. Highlanders 7-0, Everett 4-2 in their GBL season so far. Lynn English, Highlanders' opponent today, 0-6-1 at the bottom of the GBL. But they are certainly not playing like it so far. They've done a good job turning away some scoring opportunities for the Highlanders, and they have been able to cash in one themselves on a quick counterattack. Romero will inbound this one. Headed down by Zach. There's Ailman as he will send that one forward, looking to get into space. Danny Lopez, he controls it. Marked by Jose. Lopez will spin it back. Now he goes back to the far side, gives it to Morales. Morales marked by Zach. Does it bring it down? Cleared away that time by Marco. As Gabriel tries to run onto it, Luis Lopez controls it. Lynn English trying to key their attack. Once again, Lynn English has been able to get through and get scoring opportunities predominantly off of the counterattack. When they've tried to go through and fully go through midfield as well as get into the attacking area, things have broken down for the Bulldogs, but they have had some good opportunities on the counterattack. Something for the Highlanders to bear in mind. Something that and there we go, a nice spin there as he's able to get away from Imani. Oscar right there as well. Second level, so to speak, inside the box. That will go out a corner kick as Imani sent that one out. So Lynn English will get their third corner kick of the game. We will take a timeout on the field. 2:39 remaining here in the first half. We are back as Lynn English sets up a corner kick here, their third of the contest. Highlanders leading 2-1. Just under 3 minutes remaining here in the first half. As they're going to send this one back, look for Ailman to run onto it. And that one sent forward by Luis Lopez. Lounsbury up in the air. He is being menaced by a Bulldog offensive player, but he's able to take care of it. Pete once again controlling his area as he has throughout the season. Player down for the Bulldogs. As we try to see who that is, we'll let them attend to him on the field and take a small break. We will be back as the Highlanders lead 2-1 late in the first half. Back from the injury timeout as Alfredo Lopez is the injured Bulldog. He is leaving the field under his own power. Lopez did have the lone goal thus far for the Bulldogs as he broke out on a counterattack immediately following the Highlanders' first goal as Bodie Brenner put it back in the back of the net for the Highlanders to open the scoring today. Lopez answered back quickly for the Bulldogs, but Salvador Mendoza able to get the Highlander lead with his goal later on in the half. Reached the 2-minute mark remaining on the clock. Time is kept on the field, so it will be the long whistle that will tell us when the half is over. Gabriel runs onto that one. He's got some green in front of him. He's got some help as well, but he'll send it towards the net. Salvador unable to be on top of that rebound as it was cleared away by Lynn English, but Jose gets it. He feathers it through. And the offsides is going to be the call, as they're going to say Ari was offsides when he played that ball. So Lynn English will restart play here from their defensive end. Highlanders leading 2-1. Goal by Bodie Brenner with 17 minutes remaining in the first half. And also a goal by Salvador Mendoza with 7 minutes remaining here in the first half. Highlanders lead 2-1. As they will play it back. Imani has to get rid of that one. Now it's controlled by Eddie Romero. Romero feeds it out to Morales. Morales looks to the middle, but Zach is in there causing trouble, as well as Marco. You see Marco tightly marking him over there. Excellent job by Marco. And it's going to be a throw in for Lynn English. Marco and Zach once again working hard over there. Salvador comes over trying to help, but they are able to get it back as Kofor resets the attack here on the near side. Ari tries a little back heel, but instead Dario Gomez able to run onto it, sends it here to Danny Lopez on the outside. Lopez will chip it towards the net, but Lounsbury right there controls the ball. Highlanders lead 2-1. Waiting for the end of the half, which the official will let us know with the long whistle. Highlanders coming off a 2-0 victory over Lynn English, looking for the season sweep over the Bulldogs as they defeated Lynn English 2 short days ago, 2-0 up in Lynn, or over in Lynn, I should say. As Gomez now thought about the overlap. He'll send it back though. Lopez again with it, or Gomez I should say again with it, sends it all the way back to Aylman, and too much playing with it. Ari says, I'll just take it right away, give it to my friend Gabriel, and he'll give it back to me. Here comes Aria, got some speed, but Aylman physically keeping him off the ball, and that will go out for the goal kick as Aylman shepherded that ball out of bounds to maintain the goal kick. Aylman brings it here to the near side. Gomez heads it forward, but Jose just takes it right away. That one's stolen away, though, as LaCourty came away with it. Now Danny Lopez with it, sends it forward, and LaCourty unable to keep it from going out of bounds. Highlanders will inbounds. Jose gives it back. Oscar will load it up. Nope, no load up there by Oscar, just plays it forward. Marco with it, sends it through, gives it to Gabriel. A little too heavy on that touch. It's Calfar able to take it off of his foot. Now a possible opportunity here is Morales out wide, marked by Marco out there. He will send it towards the middle. And that ball is played out of the area as Bleda was going forward with it, was tripped up. So the Highlanders will be able to send this ball forward as we near the end of the first half. Highlanders leading 2-1. And that will do it for the first half of play. Highlanders leading the Bulldogs of Lynn English by the score of 2-1 on the power of a Bodie Brenner goal at 17 minutes, as well as a Salvador Mendoza goal with 7 minutes remaining in the half. Highlanders lead 2-1. We will be back for second half action here on Somerville Ed TV. We are back for second half action here at Dilboy Stadium on Somerville Ed TV as the Highlanders lead the Bulldogs of Lynn English by the score of 2-1. Highlanders scored those 2 goals of the first half by Bodie Brenner in the 23rd minute. He got the first Highlander goal, and Salvador Mendoza got the second Highlander goal, the go-ahead goal, in the 33rd minute. Lynn English will begin things. They scored their goal on a counterattack immediately after Bodie's goal, as Alfredo Lopez was able to get forward, number 9. Lopez went down later on in the half, injured, but he is back out on the field as I can see him at the front of the Bulldog attack. Marco with it now, plays it back for the Highlanders. Highlanders without their freshman phenom, Eric Nunez, today. He is sick, unable to play. Marco tries to control that in midfield. So the Highlanders' next man up philosophy, their play through midfield has been good. It has not been dominant. They haven't dominated the midfield, but they certainly have been winning the battle of possession. As you can see right there, a very nice touch over here to Zach on the near side. They feed it back to Imani, and Imani will send that one far. Bodie running onto it, touches it over to Gabriel, back over to Bodie. Bodie feeds it looking for Salvador, but Francisco comes away with it. Zach, an opportunity here on the near post, centers it, could not get it through, and that shot there just goes wide after Zayas got a hand on it as Francisco tried to send that one to the far post, but Zayas got the hand upon it and knocked it just wide. Highlanders will get their 6th corner kick of the game. 5 corners for the Highlanders in the first half. To Lynn English's 3 corner kicks in the first half. Marco sends this one towards the area, and that one is in the back of the net. As I believe Bodie Brenner, number 2, got the head to it and sent it past Zayas. As the corner kick was played to the area, Bodie Brenner gets his 2nd goal of the game, as Bodie seems to be the next man up in this situation with his 2nd goal of the game. Highlanders lead 3-1 now over Lynn English. Just 2 minutes here into the second half of play. Highlanders with that 3-1 lead, and Francisco just takes that ball right away from Morales, feeds it over to Bodie. Bodie feeds it through. Gabriel looking to work his way through the defense. Aylman with the tackle there, and Gabriel comes right back, tries to tackle Aylman as he was playing the ball upfield, but gets called for the foul. So the Highlanders now leading 3-1. We talked about, or I mentioned, I should say, the MIAA power rankings will be out on Friday, on the 30th. Francisco plays that forward. Gabriel running onto it, gets past Aylman. Opportunity here if he can get there, but off of his line, playing that ball well, was Alejandro Zayas. So he was able to get there before Gabriel could do damage. And Zach will head this one up in midfield. Once again, Highlanders doing a really good job right now, controlling the run of play. Opportunity possibly setting up here for the Bulldogs as they have it here to the near side. Luis Lopez with it. Feeds it over to Morales. Morales working, trying to get past Zach. He does. Sends it towards the net. Pete Lounsbury right there. No danger whatsoever. So calm in his area. Had Lopez making the run to his right. Just cool as the other side of the pillow is Mr. Lounsbury. As that ball sent forward, Bodie will try to settle it, and he does. He gets it past the defender, Calfar. Sent forward, Salvador trying to run onto it, but sent a little too far ahead of him. As Zayas will play that one forward, way out of his goal mouth. Good thing the Highlanders weren't able to quickly counter that one. Salvador, nice spin there as he gets away from Eddie Romero. Now he's looking to center. Romero still marking him. Trying to get it. He does. Plays it forward, and it did go out. Is going to be the call. As Salvador made a beautiful pass inside to Gabriel, but the ball had gone over the end line, so a goal kick here for the Bulldogs. So the MIAA rankings, they will be out on Friday the 30th. It will be at MIAA.net. And then you'll have a link right there you can hit for power rankings. You will get power rankings for all fall sports, and those are very, very important. They will be updated throughout the remainder of the season, the last month of the season. They will be updated for all of the fall sports, at minimum 1 day a week. They're saying they're going to update it 2 days a week. I'm not totally sure. We're going to see whether that keeps up, but they will definitely be updated at least once per week. And those power rankings are very important because the top 32 ranked teams in each division go through to the state playoffs in those divisions. And Salvador gets it, tries to attack there. Zayas off of his line, able to slide and control that one. Highlanders leading 3-1 here. Looking forward to seeing where they might wind up on those power rankings. Power rankings are kind of, as this one's played all the way back to Lounsbury. Pete will play it back to Jose. Jose up forward to Bodie. One touch for Bodie. Lost a little control of it there, tried to chase it down. Highlanders able to come back and get it. Now Marco with it. He'll switch it over here to the near side. where Zach will key the attack. Pops it up forward, looking for Gabriel, running onto it. That is going to go out off of the Bulldogs. Highlanders will control. So it'll be very interesting to see where the Highlanders wind up in terms of the power rankings. Power rankings are based upon basically a committee vote with your strength of schedule. And this one's played forward. There's that counterattack again. Pete, very quick, off of his line, comes out of the box to play the ball forward, not allowing Alfredo Lopez, number 9, with his tremendous speed out front of this Lynn English attack to get his feet on the ball. Great job there by Lounsbury. Very aggressive goalkeeping. We love to see that here at Dilboy Stadium for Mr. Lounsbury. So based upon the formula, the strength of schedule, your quality wins, all of that will come together as Aylman, nice little touch there, but unable to keep hold of it as Gabriel gets it off his feet, feeds it to Jose, and now Jose running with it. He's got Bodie running on the far side. Aylman, who had come forward, had to come back to play that one out of danger as Jose tried to get it up onto Bodie's feet. They'll play this one forward. Morales, a great opportunity for him. Lounsbury off his line. Does a great job there. Great aggressive goaltending by Pete Lounsbury off of his line. Gets out there, blocks the ball, and immediately on the rebound. No time for any attack to really develop for the Bulldogs. Fantastic job by Pete Lounsbury. That's why this team has only allowed 2 goals one time this year, and that was their first game. Francisco feeds it to the near side. Zach tries to turn it and get the left foot on it, but he was offsides. Highlanders leading 3-1. So throughout the rest of the season, you'll definitely get a gauge, not only on how the Highlanders are doing in the GBL, their conference, but that GBL, of course, the GBL has multiple divisions, teams that are in multiple divisions. Highlanders Division II team, for example. Lynn Classical Division I team. So when the playoffs come around, the Highlanders won't be playing most of their GBL opponents. They'll be going outside their conference. Lounsbury on top of that one, preventing the run from Gomez. You see Lynn English bringing their defenders forward more aggressively here, trailing by 2. 9 minutes elapsed here in the second half. Salvador with the touch, gets it away from Morales, sends it over to Zach. Zach to Marco. Marco feeds it forward to Francisco, back to Marco. Highlanders calming things down, setting their attack. Sent forward, opportunity into the area for Bodie as Imani sent that one forward. No joy there for the Highlanders. Another corner kick setting up though. Marco will go over and take this one. 7th corner kick of the game for the Highlanders. It'll be interesting to see where this boys team ranks. It will be also interesting to see where the girls team ranks as Marcus with the header into the back of the net. Marcus has been over here on the far side post on corner kicks looking for that header throughout the game. And here in the 10th minute of the second half to give the Highlanders the 4-1 lead, Marcus gets that header. So Marcus Odilon jumping on to the scoring bandwagon for the Highlanders. Highlanders now leading 4-1, and Gabriel wants to work his way through. Loses it. Salvador able to control. As Francisco gets it back to Marco. Now the Highlanders with Marcus keying the attack from the back line. Feeds it over here. Zach unable to control it there. A little bit too high for him. Salvador now. As Aylman feeds it over here to Gomez. Back through to Aylman. Aylman will feed it forward to Luis Lopez. Lopez plays it forward looking for Morales. Morales, good speed. Imani, better speed. As he turbo boosts past Morales to take the ball off of his feet. Played it out of bounds though. Lynn English with a quick restart. Luis Lopez, marked by Marco. Looking to play it to the center. Instead he plays it out wide. Feed it to the inside to Danny Lopez. Lopez now with it once again off of Romero's feet. You see Aylman right there, 15. He is their stalwart backline man. As Morales, a weird spin on that ball as it came in. Lounsbury was waiting for the ball to come to him, but it spun back, had a lot of backspin, and basically spun straight up, making it dangerous, making Morales possibly able to get onto that one, but Lounsbury controlled it. Another good job by Pete, back in the goal. Zach now with the ball. Lost control of it there as Lopez got it off of him. Now Romero, menaced by Salvador. Salvador sent to the ground, no call, out of bounds off of Lynn English. Highlanders will inbounds. Highlanders leading 4-1 now. As Bodie Brenner has 2 goals on the game, 1 in the first half, 1 in the second half. Salvador Mendoza with a goal for the Highlanders, and Marcus Odelin as well with a goal as he headed in a corner kick, the most recent goal for the Highlanders. Zach with it now. Highlanders content to take their time, set their attack, as Oscar will send that one forward. And Bodie has the opportunity. Aylman marking him. Bodie with the back heel just barely went over the end line. As Bodie was able to get the ball away from Jose Aylman, number 15. He has been tremendous back there for Lynn English. The 4-1 lead for the Highlanders, I would venture to say, would be far worse if it were not for the game of Jose Aylman so far today. So Francisco gets it. Again, Lynn English struggling to control the ball to get it out of their area and through the midfield area. All of their successful attacks have been over top or counter-attacking through balls, using the speed of their front players, Alfredo Lopez and Kenneth Morales, number 9 and number 11. They were able to strike once successfully with that, as Lopez was able to put one in the back of the net for the Bulldogs, but that's all they've been able to maintain. Nice job by Marco as he goes through 3 different Bulldogs, sent it over to Bodie, who sent it across the goal mouth, but nobody home there for the Highlanders. A little high, and Gabriel unable to run onto it on the near post. 26 minutes remaining here in the first half. Highlanders looking to complete the first half of their season with no losses as Gabriel into the area, taps it towards the net, but Zayas able to stop it. And then the rebound sent out by the Lynn English defense. And there's Salvador as he sends it from about 25 yards out. But Zayas is able to get his hands on it. Punt here to the near side by Zayas. Goes out of bounds. Highlanders will inbounds as Imani will feed it up. Zach will do the inbounding. High aspirations for both Highlander soccer programs this season. The boys here today with their 7-0-1 record, looking to go 8-0-1 in the first half of the season. They are 2.5 games out in front in the GBL. Girls soccer team doing extremely well as that one's touched towards the net. Francisco tried to put that one back in the back of the net. Went just wide. Highlanders still leading 4-1 here at Dilboy Stadium over Lynn English. Girls have a back-to-back against Lynn English as well. Girls team right now, as we speak, playing at Lynn English, and they will be back here on Friday at Dilboy. We will have that game available for you on Somerville Ed TV as the Lady Highlanders take on the Lady Bulldogs of Lynn English here at Dilboy in a couple days. We will have that available as well as you can see here. We have available the boys soccer. We also have girls volleyball, And we also have football, as the football team getting into their meat of their schedule. We're going to have a card issued, it looks like. We have the official reaching into the pocket. See who's going to get this one. No? Apparently, not totally sure whether he issued a card or not. He's going to come over, he's going to talk to the other official, it appears. And we're just going to go ahead. Bodie's wondering what the heck's going on. He's worried he might be carded as the official went for his pocket. He went for the book. Looks like somebody's getting booked, but I do not know who. Conversation going on now. Oscar, captain for the Highlanders, involved in this conversation. Head coach Morera not happy, wanting to know what's going on. We all would like to know what's going on right now. Highlanders lead 4-1. 24 minutes remain here in the game. Highlanders with 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half. We'll see. Let's see here. He's going to come over. He's going to talk to Coach Morera and explain the situation. I am not sure. He's writing something down. Somebody may have been booked, but I'm not totally sure who. The ball is going to be a free kick for the Highlanders, but I'm not totally sure what all the conversations were about. We will get play underway here with the Highlanders leading 4-1, 24 minutes remaining here in the game as Oscar sends this one towards the net. Header right there. Zimani tried to put it in the back of the net. Missed that one wide to the left. There's Lynn English playing that ball forward. You see speed right there. Lots of speed to burn. Great job there by Marcus as he was able to get the ball away from Alfredo Lopez. Now Luis Lopez with it. Looking for some help. He'll send it here to Eddie Romero. Salvador will meet him and send it away off of Romero, out of bounds. Now Francisco, lots of green in front of him. He'll drop it back to Marco. Marco drops it back to Imani. Imani and Marco, a little two-man game here. Through midfield, Marco feeds it over to Bodie. Little heavy with that first touch. Got off of his feet. Morales was able to steal it away. Too light on that touch. Jose runs right onto it. Dribbles right by the defender. That was Kofor. There was Ailman having to clean things up back on the goal line, or the in line, I should say. Bodie sends it towards the net. Salvador trying to get the head on it. Just out of his reach, as Salvador wanted his second goal of the contest. Bodie has already netted 2 goals in the contest. He was the one who sent that ball to the area. Highlanders leading 4-1. Talk about how successful this boys team is. It's talking as well about how the girls team is doing phenomenally as well. Lily Martin on a record-breaking pace for goals. Came into today's game against Lynn English with 21 goals, I believe, on the season. Just amazing number for Lily Martin. In 7 games, she has 21 goals. She's averaging a hat trick a game. Had 5 goals, her second 5-goal explosion against Everett in their last contest. We had that one, we have that one, I should say, for you, available on Somerville Ed TV right here on our YouTube channel. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Wake the neighbors, call the kids. We got stuff brewing here on Somerville Ed TV for your enjoyment. As Marco lines up here for the free kick. Sends it in. A little bit high. Imani went up looking for the header. Just out of his reach. Bodie whistled for the foul there. Restart will go to Lynn English. Highlanders leading 4-1. Well on their way to their 8th straight win of the season as they reach the halfway point of the season. 2.5 game lead, I should say, in the GBL for the Highlanders over Everett. Medford as well, barely behind Everett in 3rd place. Everett and Medford have yet to play. Highlanders looking to complete the season sweep against the Bulldogs, and there's an opportunity, and the goal as it goes into the back of the net for the Highlanders. Complete misplay there as Zayas played it incorrectly. Johnny on the spot, so to speak. Ismael Perez Regalado. So Ismael on to the scoring sheet. 20th minute here in the second half. 20 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders leading by 4 over Lynn English. As the offense has awakened here in the second half with 3 goals for the Highlanders. Highlanders, of course, without the freshman phenom, Eric Nunez. He is out sick. No injuries that we're aware of or anything like that. Just not feeling well today. Was not in school. So, if you don't go to school, you're not going to be able to play later on that day. But next man up mentality for the Highlanders. No problem at all. As they've gotten 2 goals from Bodie Brenner, 1 from Salvador Mendoza, 1 from Marcus Odolin, and 1 from Ismael Regalado. Bulldogs now, you see Aylman, number 15. He is their stalwart on the back line. Ismael now trying to menace that defensive back line for the Bulldogs. You see Aylman showing the skill out there. He is playing forward, trailing by 4 goals now. Lynn English, the Bulldogs, will be playing their defenders forward. Great opportunities on the counter for the Highlanders. As that one sent forward by Ismael. But nobody out ahead of the play for the Highlanders to take advantage. Now Marcus looking to mark Aylman. Aylman able to get it through. Bleda marking Aylman there as he has to give the ball up. Ismael heads that one forward, or strike that. That was Salvador heading that one forward. And then Lynn English plays it off of the Highlanders out of bounds. 18.5 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders lead 5-1 here over the Bulldogs of Lynn English, looking for the season sweep over the Bulldogs. Marco feeds it back, and they will go all the way back. Keyed forward. Salvador with it now. Got some green in front of him. Plays it out wide here to Bleda. Bleda around his man, showing some speed. Pops it towards the net, but up high. Goes through the football uprights, but no points for that in soccer. So the goal kick here for the Bulldogs. Highlanders boys team here leading the GBL with the undefeated record. 7-0-1 coming into this game. The girls team over at Lynn English right now playing. They are 4-2-1. Lily Martin having a season for the ages. You can keep track of both of those situations here on Somerville Ed TV, along with, and this is exciting to think about, the girls volleyball team. I am predicting, you can hold me to this, I am predicting a winning streak for the girls volleyball team coming up. because Maddie French, who was injured last year during softball, she is their main primary setter, and she basically settles everything down for that team. If you've had any opportunity to see, we have a couple games on Somerville Ed TV of the girls volleyball team. A great 5-set victory over Everett, as a matter of fact, available for you to watch if you're interested. We will have further coverage of the girls volleyball team, and trust me, here I believe in the second half of the season, they will make a charge with Maddie French back in that lineup. And then, of course, over in the world of football, Highlander football team with head coach David Pereira. His first season, 0-3, tough start to the season for the Highlanders. Game this Friday at Malden. We will not have that one covered. However, we will have coverage the following week. And I'm telling you right now, I was at Lynn Classical watching that game. They were defeated by Lynn Classical, but I'm telling you right now, they got their first touchdown of the season in that game against Lynn Classical, and there were some sparks. So it'll be interesting to see what that Highlander football team can do as they continue their season trying to reset that program. Some substitutes into the game now. So Highlanders lead 5-1. Michael Santos Aravalo, number 7 out there, making some things happen. Back on the back line, Imani now in the center position on the back line. Oscar getting some time on the bench. That only happens when the Highlanders are well ahead. So they feed it over here to the near side. Ford Christie with it. Plays it forward. Opportunity here. Jackson Love running onto it. He gets bodied off the ball at the top of the box. He's able to tackle it away. Good job there by number 22 for Lynn English as he is able to get out of some dangerous situation there. Ball played forward. Nice job defensively there by number 30, Jason Garcia. Over on the far side, Ailman now playing well forward from his defensive position. Opportunity for the counter for the Highlanders, you would think. That ball played forward on the feet of Jackson Love. Jackson spins it towards the goal, touches it off to Santos Arvalo, and that one sent towards the goal. No danger though, as offsides was the call. Under 15 minutes remaining now in the game. Highlanders leading 5-1. Got some substitutes into the game. Working on grabbing those names quickly off of my roster as I'm looking at who is doing it. Jackson Love, number 21. He has been out front making things happen. That ball sent forward. Nice job. We do have some freshmen out on the field, JV players out on the field as well. Ball sent out of bounds, off of the Highlanders. Bulldogs will inbounds. Nice play on the back line as Javeri clears it away. Bulldogs still having trouble maintaining their possession. Played all the way back. Opportunity developing possibly here for the Highlanders. They're able to clear it away, are the Bulldogs. That ball's played forward. Jason Garcia with the header there. Onto the feet of Bledatoski. Bleda tried to play that one forward. Knocked away. Michael Aravalo right there, number 7. Nice touch there by Aravalo. So he gets it back on the give and go. Space there in the middle of the field. Plays it forward. Jackson was offsides, but then he corrected that situation. He got the ball on his feet. Opportunity there, but he got caught in the pincher between number 6 Gomez and number 3 for Lynn English. Corner kick will go to the Highlanders, their 8th corner of the contest. Highlanders leading 5-1, 11 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders looking to go 8-0-1 in their first 9 games of the year. They are also on the verge of their 8th straight victory as their tie came against Cambridge back in the first game of the season. That ball sent in, headed away, but not out. Opportunity here as that ball hit wide as it landed on the foot of Jason Garcia. Sent that one towards the net, but no harm there. Lynn English trying to clear that out. Jackson Love right there causing problems for the Lynn English defense. Touches it back. Now he gets it back. Opportunity to cross here. Put on net. Backup goalkeeper in for Lynn English. I believe that might be Christopher Zabala back in the net. Yes, that is Christopher Zabala in the net for Lynn English. As they're back up in the game, Highlanders keeping with Pete Lounsbury back on their back line and on their goal line, I should say. Under 10 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders leading 5-1. Looking to take their record to 8-0-1 on the season. Jackson Love running through, able to take that ball away. He sends it towards the net, and he puts it in the back of the goal for the Highlander goal. Jackson Love jumps on the scoring train for the Highlanders. So he got that ball past backup goalie Christopher Zabala. Young sophomore right there tallying a varsity goal with his goal in the 29th minute. 31st. As Imani on the back line sends that one far forward.
6.
Yeah. 6-1 is your score for the Highlanders after that goal by Jackson Love. And now an opportunity here, handled ably in the goal by Zabala. So he stood firm and was able to get that ball. Good spin there. Beautiful play by Bleda. Bleda into the box. He's sent to the ground as he tried to get it towards the net. A goal kick is going to be the call. 9th goal kick of the day for the Highlanders. Highlanders leading 6-1 now. Highlander goals, 2 by Bodie Brenner, 1 from Salvador Mendoza, 1 from Marcus Odelin, 1 from Ismael Regalado, and 1 from Jackson Love. It's a corner kick sent towards the net. Header sent towards the goal, and it finds the back of the net for the Highlander goal. As that is Imani, I should say, picks up the goal. 7-1 is now your Highlander lead. Imani Vasquez Dodero, he has been also waiting for that heading opportunity off the corner kicks. Both he and Marcus have heading goals on corner kicks. Highlanders striking goal on 2 of their 9 corner kicks today. Whistle there, as offsides is going to be the call. Highlanders lead 7-1, 6-goal lead here for the Highlanders. Bleda feeds it on back. Imani with it now. Imani now taking that central focus on the back line. Feeds it forward. Opportunity. Jackson Love running onto it. Gets by him and out of bounds as Jackson unable to control that ball. Good over top ball by Imani. Opportunity opening up. Jackson Love not able to cash in that time. He does have a goal in this game. Lynn English trying to bring it out of their defensive end. Love does not allow it as he plays it towards the middle. They send that one forward. Michael Aravalo gets that blocked away. Another corner kick here for the Highlanders, their 10th of the game. They've gotten 2 goals on their 9 previous corners, as Marcus Odelin was able to get a header into the back of the net earlier this half, as well as Imani. This one sent towards the net, bounces away. Opportunity at the top of the box, a little too heavy there, as Jason Garcia high on that attempt from 20 yards out. Nearing the 5-minute mark remaining here in the game. Highlanders leading by 6. They led at the half 2-1 and have just put the gas on here in the second half, scoring multiple goals. That ball played back towards their backup goalkeeper, Zabala. He is able to control it. Very, very dangerous, as Zabala had his heels on the goal line. Highlanders continue their stalwart defense this season, as if this score holds, this will be yet another game the Highlanders only allow a single goal. They have yet to allow more than 2 goals in a game, and that only 2-goal effort by the opposition was their opening game of the season against Cambridge when they tied 2-2. As they get it near the area, Love with it, spinning, sends it towards the net, and offsides is going to be the call. Stefano out ahead, probably about a step behind his defender as the ball was sent towards him. Opportunity here now. Lynn English's only true offensive success has come in their counterattack, as they send that one to the net. Clinio Aquino, number 14, with that attempt. Pete Lounsbury easily taking care of it. Lounsbury has been tremendous throughout this season so far for the Highlanders, along with the defenders in front of him. Here comes Love. Opportunity, puts it towards the net, and he puts it in the back of the net. Jackson Love, his 2nd goal of the game. I would venture the guess the young sophomore is loving it. Need to get a rim shot sound effect. Highlanders now leading 8-1, 3 minutes remaining in the game. Jackson Love now with 2 goals on the game. He joins Bodie Brenner as both of them have 2 goals for the Highlanders. Aylman now trying to work the ball through midfield, plays it forward. Nice job there by Imani as he sent the ball forward with a little high kick. Looking to Love. Love with the run on the far side, sends it to the middle to Stefano. That comes away from him. Now Love with a little touch to Stefano. Stefano running onto it, and he will put it into the back of the net for the senior. As Love sent that one through, Stefano running on the net, puts it into the back of the net. As Stefano Mascaratolo. I apologize to his friends, family, and loved ones if I have butchered that name. But great job by Stefano, the senior, gets the goal. You could see the Highlander bench just lost their mind when Stefano's goal went into the back of the net. Big celebration there as he leaves the pitch. So Stefano Mascaratolo with the goal. Highlanders now the 8-goal lead. 9-1 is the lead for the Highlanders. Aylman now through midfield for the Bulldogs. Ball still on his feet. He will send it to the far side. And taken away very nicely there by Alvarado. Alvarado sends it forward to Love. Jackson trying to speed onto that ball. Ball is sent out of bounds by the Bulldogs. Nearing the 2-minute mark remaining in the game. Time kept on the field. We'll wait to see how much time will elapse before the long whistle. Highlanders leading 9-1, looking to secure their 8th win of the season, their 8th straight victory, and to run their record to 8-0-1 on the season. Imani sets this one up, and he will put the Thunder to it. That one into the box, headed towards the net. But Cabarallo up to the task. As they play it back, running onto it was Salvador. Salvador has a goal on the day. And that will do it. As the long whistle occurs, the Highlanders come away with their 8th victory of the season, their 8th straight win, as they win this game by the score of 9-1 over the Bulldogs of Lynn English. They take the season series 2-0 over the Bulldogs. Bulldogs move to 0-8-1 on the regular season. Highlanders move to 8-0-1 on the regular season. Let's talk about the goals. Highlanders led 2-1 after the first half. Those 2 first half goals, Bodie Brenner got the first one in the 23rd minute. Immediately following that, Alfredo Lopez got a goal for the Bulldogs. That was their lone goal of the contest. Then Salvador Mendoza put it in the back of the net for the Highlanders to give them the lead that they never relinquished towards the end of the half. Second half, offensive outburst for the Highlanders as Bodie Brenner gets his 2nd goal of the contest. Marcus Odelin put in a corner kick off the header. Ismael Rogalado put one in for the Highlanders. Jackson Love, he hit twice for the Highlanders there in the second half. Imani also put a header in on a corner kick. And to top everything off, the 9th goal of the game, Stefano Mascaratolo put one in the back of the net, the senior, putting that goal into his column. that will do it for us here from Dilboy Stadium. Once again, a reminder, MIAA rankings coming out on Friday the 30th, MIAA.net. Hit the link for the power rankings. Check out how the Highlanders are doing in those statewide rankings in Division II. That's going to do it for us here at Dilboy Stadium. Highlanders come away with the 9-1 victory. Remember, please make sure to like, share, and subscribe. We've got all the fall sports. When the winter rolls around, we'll have winter sports. And in the spring, we're going to have some spring sports as well here on Somerville Ed TV. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe our YouTube channel. Wake the neighbors, call the kids, let them know we got things cooking here at Somerville Ed TV. Thank you very much, Bill Trudell on camera, Joe Constantine with the production work. You see the victorious Highlanders, 8-0-1, undefeated through the first half of the season. And some excitement there for Stefano as he is lifted off the field. And that will do it. I'm Todd Harmon. You have been watching Somerville Highlander Soccer on Somerville Ed TV.